Have you ever noticed how some people seem to glide through their busiest days with an incredible sense of calm, while others, even with less to do, feel constantly chased by time? It's a fascinating contrast, isn't it? I've had days where my calendar was packed, yet I felt in control, and other days with just a few tasks that felt completely chaotic. That experience taught me a crucial lesson. Feeling rushed isn't just about how much you have to do. It's about your relationship with time. Those calm, composed people aren't just lucky. They've built specific habits that protect their peace of mind. Their secret isn't magic, it's a series of intentional choices. And today, we're going to break down exactly what those habits are so you can bring more of that calm into your own life. The first, and perhaps most transformative, habit is leaving space between tasks. People who rarely feel rushed don't schedule their days down to the very last minute. Think of it like this: a 5 or 10-minute gap between meetings, a short break after finishing a report before starting the next thing. These little pockets of time act as shock absorbers. If a meeting runs late or a task takes longer than expected, that buffer prevents a domino effect of stress. You're not immediately behind schedule. It allows your brain to close the loop on one task and reset before diving into the next, which preserves your focus and mental clarity throughout the day. Next up, calm people decide what matters most in advance. They walk into their day with a clear understanding of their top priorities. When everything on your to-do list feels equally urgent, your brain gets stuck in a state of high alert. You spend precious mental energy just trying to figure out what to tackle next. But when you've already identified your 1, 2, or 3 most important tasks for the day, there's no internal debate, no frantic re-ranking of your list every hour. This clarity cuts through the noise and provides a steady anchor, even when unexpected things pop up. It's about knowing your destination before you start the journey. Specifically, accepting that not everything will get done today, and that's okay. People who don't feel rushed understand the difference between completion and perfection. They focus on making meaningful progress on what can realistically be finished, rather than chasing the impossible goal of clearing their entire list. This mindset is a game changer. It stops that sense of urgency from escalating into full-blown anxiety. When you accept your limits, you stop fighting against the clock and start working with it. You recognize that a never-ending to-do list is a normal part of modern life, not a sign of personal failure. Calmness is often the direct result of quiet, thoughtful planning, not just a personality trait. People who feel in control reduce last-minute friction by preparing earlier than necessary. This can mean laying out your clothes the night before, packing your bag for the gym, or reviewing notes for a meeting well ahead of time. It even includes simple things like leaving for an appointment 10 minutes early. Each act of preparation removes a potential point of stress. It eliminates that frantic, last-minute scramble that sends your heart rate soaring. It's about creating a smoother path for your future self so you can move through your day with ease instead of panic. Now let's talk about inputs. Calm people are fiercely protective of their attention. They limit unnecessary inputs. This doesn't mean they're disconnected. It means they're in control. They might check their email or social media at specific scheduled times rather than reacting to every notification. They understand the cost of context switching and avoid multitasking on important work. By managing the flow of information coming at them, they stabilize their own pace. They're not being pulled in a dozen different directions. They're steering their own ship, which allows them to maintain a steady, intentional rhythm. Speaking of rhythm, it's interesting to note that calm people aren't necessarily slow. They simply move with intention, not frantic speed. Their actions are deliberate and purposeful rather than reactive and scattered. When something unexpected happens, they pause and respond thoughtfully instead of just accelerating. They know that rushing often leads to mistakes, which only creates more work and more stress later. True efficiency comes from focused, intentional action, not just moving faster. By focusing on the quality of their movement and their decisions, they get more done with less stress. It's about being effective, not just busy. Our brains are wired to react to things that feel urgent, but calm individuals have trained themselves to pause and ask, is this truly important or does it just feel urgent? They can distinguish between external pressure like a notification banner or someone else's request and genuine, high-priority necessity. That tiny pause before reacting is a superpower. It prevents emotional urgency from hijacking their day and dictating their actions. They don't let the tyranny of the urgent derail them from what really matters. They stay in the driver's seat, making conscious choices based on their own priorities. Finally, and this is a big one, they respect their physical rhythms. Your energy levels have a massive impact on your perception of time. When you're tired, every task feels heavier, takes longer, and seems more urgent. They prioritize consistent sleep, good nutrition, and regular movement. They know that physical stability is the foundation for mental steadiness. When your body feels rested and balanced, time itself feels less threatening. You have the energy to tackle challenges without feeling overwhelmed. It's not about finding more time. It's about having more energy for the time you have. People who never feel rushed aren't living simpler or easier lives. They're living more intentionally structured ones. They build buffers into their schedules. They clarify their priorities before the day even starts. They accept their limits and let go of perfection. They prepare in advance to reduce friction. They protect their focus by limiting distractions. They distinguish what's important from what just feels urgent, and they take care of their bodies to maintain their energy. Ultimately, feeling rushed isn't just about a busy calendar. It's about the amount of internal pressure and friction you carry. Calm doesn't come from having less to do. It comes from building habits that help you manage your time, your energy, and your attention in a way that aligns with your reality. By adopting these habits, you can stop feeling chased by time and start feeling like you're in charge of it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope these ideas give you some practical tools to bring more calm into your busy life. If you found this helpful, please give it a like and subscribe for more content on living intentionally. See you in the next one.